What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man David Gamma repping Saiga City Gamers. Right now the servers are currently going through a maintenance, so I'm not able to sign online and do anything. Can't play any rank, battle, casual, or even watch replays. So I thought this would be the perfect time to do an official review for Street Fighter V. Yes, this is going to be my review. I'm not sure if it will be my only one because of the nature of the game and all the updates and releases that are soon to come. I may do another one, but for now, I'm going to give a review based on the current version, as you guys can see there at the top left corner, version 01.01. And I'm going to go into some details so this way, when I say what I think the game is at the end of the video, you understand why. Well, with that said, I'm going to talk about the available features and options that were released on release day. You know, we have the story mode, right? Let's see. Can I? Okay, good. I can go into story mode. All right, so we have the story mode. It's not really a real story mode, but it kind of binds everything together. If you play all of the different story modes, you'll see how certain characters are introduced and why they're in the game, etc. So that's what you have for the story mode. You have the versus, which is standard in all fighting games. You have survival, which gives you the ability to play multiple characters. And now there are some cool things added to the survival. Like now you can use your points to upgrade at the end of every match. You know, you can upgrade to get more health depending on how many points you got. You can upgrade to strengthen your defense or take away from your opponent's defense coming up and all that cool stuff. And you have easy, normal, hard, and then of course hell. Hell is 100 consecutive stages. Hard is 50. Normal is 30, and then easy is 10. This is a little side thing to do. You know, it's something that I think is kind of fun. Nothing crazy though, but it's just a little feature that was thrown in the game that I think some of you may enjoy. Training is essential. It's an option that you can go into and practice your moves, combos, etc. And that's kind of where I'm going to stay for the most of the review. But you also have your battle options. This allows you to select your favorite character, right? So this way, when you are practicing and doing anything else that's not related to fighting online, and you do decide to fight online, you can skip this character select screen. So your favorite character is just kind of like a preloading who you would like to play with when the fight comes, and you can do that with the color and all that other good stuff. Oh, I got 3 colors now. I didn't know that. But anyways, yeah, you have some other options too. Your favorite stage, your title, your profile design, which, yeah, controller, command list, etc. Alright, so those are all the standard options that were available. Now, what wasn't available was the shop. Yeah, you're not able to really go into the shop yet because I'm assuming that they're waiting on releasing some new characters or just doing a few other things that are just not accessible at this time. And that's really the only thing I believe that wasn't available, and I don't know what else came with it because we don't know what's in the shop. And that is a letdown. Absolutely is a letdown. And the reason why is because, yeah, for $59.99, and there was a lot of pre-orders. Everyone's playing the beta, and you only had access to it if you pre-ordered the game. So it doesn't make sense, right, to order something early. Presumably, you would just say, hey, the game is ready. That's why I'm ordering it. But then when you get the game, they're like, yo, hold on. Give us a few weeks or give us a month, and we'll hook it up for you. So that's not cool. And I know, you know, I'm talking a lot about the money and the shop and all this stuff, and it absolutely does play into the entire experience because, for instance, let me talk to my old heads for a second. You know, the older guys. These are like the 80 babies and older. You remember the arcade, right? Back in the arcade scenes, there were games that cost $0.25 to play. And during that same era, those same games could be in different arcades for 50 cents, sometimes even $1. That absolutely impacted how you felt about those games at the moment. If you saw that game for 50 cents or $1, you probably just walked away and said, no, it looks like a cool game, but I don't know about burning $1 just to, you know, try it out. And that's kind of like the same concept. I look at it as money absolutely does play, or how much money you have to shell out does play into the experience overall. If you're getting a great deal and you're getting a nice package for that deal, you're going to feel excited. You're going to feel like, yeah, man, you know, I got a lot of bang for my buck, etc. But you pay $60. Like take Marvel for example. Oh my goodness! And then you get another version a few months later, and then the first version you pay $60 for is obsolete. Then now you have to upgrade to get new colors and characters, and it's nuts. It doesn't make sense. And I understand, I get it, that this is a new standard that many game developers and companies are adapting, but it's not cool. You know, we the gamers, we have a gripe against this, and of course, you know, I don't know what we need to do, boycott, just not give into it, whatever the case is, or maybe we come to a mutual agreement where the companies make it worth that price point. They give us an entire game, they give us a loaded game full of so many things to hold us over for months or years without us having to shell another $20 for these colors and $10 for these sneakers and $20 for these stages. And hey, guess what? You can dress like you know, you went to the Navy for $5. I mean, come on, man. It gets ridiculous. But you catch my drift. So anyways, I just wanted to point out. And that's definitely one of the things I didn't like, is that, yeah, the shop isn't available. When it is available, as you can see there's a shopping cart. And I'm pretty sure we don't have, you know, we're not going to be giving the shopping spree, so we're going to have to dig deeper in our wallets to like enjoy going to the shop. But anyways, that's kind of like my gripes. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the great things about this game. I'll start off by saying this, man. It's a new Street Fighter. By default, whenever a new fighting game comes out in a series that we like, we're going to just gravitate towards it regardless. We're going to just love the game because it's new. And that's kind of what Street Fighter 4 did. Like, we were used to part 2 and part 3. When 4 hit the scene, everyone was just blown out at the graphics and the options and all these cool things that we were now able to do. And I think 5 is kind of doing the same thing. It's giving us this feeling of something that's just new and fresh, right? Tons of new features, and gameplay mechanics is totally different. Now, some of the things I personally like, well, I'll start off by saying that the game kind of feels a lot more balanced. Seems like everyone can pretty much do everything that needs to be done, such as, you know, everyone has an anti-air. I know in the other one they had an anti-air as well, but in this one it just seems so easy and so basic that jumping in is now really considered a high-risk move. Just jumping in. Wasn't, you know, that wasn't the case in the other one. There was so many easy ways to jump in. They had so many jump attacks that snuffed or beat out the anti-airs. Whereas in this one, it's all about timing, and I think you pretty much can just keep to a solid ground game. So that's one of the benefits. It feels a lot more balanced. Everyone takes a lot of damage. They have moves. You know, everyone just has moves that are considered high damage moves, man. Like, you know, regular moves or combos can easily go into 25-30% damage. And then the super or the critical art, critical attack, I believe, or critical art, the CA mode. Again, it seems like everyone's take a pretty sizable amount of damage, at least 30%. So that's one thing that kind of contributes to the game feeling balanced. It's very easy to play, by the way. You know, it's not too much to it. You know, you have the basic combos, you have the grab attack, you have the V trigger, of course, that gives you new abilities. And then you have the unique attacks, right? So those are things that every character have in the game that should make you feel a lot more balanced. However, I said should, right? Because of course we know it's really not the character. At the end of the day, it's the player. And in some cases, I hate to say it, man, my man Geef, for example, he still has a hard time getting in. He has to do so much work to get in. But when he does get in, he takes a lot of damage. So some would say, like, for example, sim players would say, hey, I got to do a lot of work to beat Geef. And when he gets in, he takes me out easily. Where a Geef player may say, well, you can keep me away the entire round and you can win that way. So it kind of balances out, I guess. But yeah, so as far as some of the new features, let's talk about the obvious. Again, the graphics look beautiful. I'm not even sure if it's actually better graphics or just the presentation looks better. Because when I think of Street Fighter 4, graphically, I look back and say, yo, it was pretty good, you know. this one doesn't seem to have as much going on. It just seems like they utilize the color schemes and as well as the interactive stages. They utilize it a lot more where it just looks cleaner and it looks fresh. It's different. It's more vibrant, more colorful. So that's one of the new things that I like about it. And then let's see what else I can think of. I'm really trying because I'm getting to a point where I'm just going to be like, you know what? I think maybe it was the hoopla was just based around it being a new game. No, but overall, it is a really cool game. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. As far as the rating, in light of everything that I said, my only gripes, again, was just the fact that not everything that should have been available was available on release date. And it doesn't feel like they're going to give us more. It feels like what they're doing is playing catch up. They just wanted to stick to their February 16th release date. They pushed it out anyway, and now they're like, hey, give us a few weeks to get it together. And then when it does come out, I'm hoping they don't say, hey, guys, for $10.99, you can get this. It's normally $40.99 and you get off. I hope they're not going to do that. So that's definitely what I don't like. The other thing I don't really like is the fact that everyone was saying that this is going to be a mash, an anti-mash game, right? Like it's not going to be mash friendly. Oh my gosh. If you play online, trust me. If you guys play online, please leave a comment. That's really not the case. You can absolutely mash. In fact, I'm almost liking to say that it probably, not that it encourages it, but people are still mashing the same way, if not worse, because the timing is so different that the mashing maybe is not as effective as it was in part 4, but it still exists. Like, for example, I know in many cases I try to do several setups. Like, I'll show you, like with Karen, what I did right there, right? I jump in, jabbed, and I grab. I almost never get that grab because when I go for it, people are just doing this. That's it all day. They're doing that. And if they hit you with one of those, let me see if I can do it. Boom, boom. Right there. It leads right into a critical attack. So it's still easy to get your, get your mash attacks in there. And so I still have to deal with that, man. I'm sure you guys do too as well. So the other thing that's good, however, is there are ways to beat that. There are definitely ways to get around that and beat that. So the game mechanics, although it's different, the experience, I personally feel isn't as different as I expected. It's still Street Fighter. It's still a fighting game. You're still going to attract different types of players. You're going to attract the rage quitters. You're going to attract those that just are so casual that they don't really know how to play. They don't care to know how to play, but they do want to appear that they do know how to play. And by that, I mean they want to climb up the leaderboards and get points, etc. So they'll do whatever it takes to get there, whether it be cheat, use a lag switch, whatever the case is, right? And then you have those that are really good players. Like I've watched a lot of replays, usual suspects, your PR Balrogs and Justin Wong, Flo. I even caught Daigo. I think it was Daigo. His famous gamer tag game in. Oh my gosh, these guys are super skilled. And I played against a few of them. Shout outs to Mr. Cali Power. I played against him and I actually had a little interruption happen when I was playing, and I have that replay. I'll make sure to upload it when I connect back to the network. But anyway, those guys are really showcasing a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and making the game look like the way it's supposed to be played, which is fun. But overall, again, you got to base it on just the experience that you're going to have. And right now, it might seem too early, but I do have to go with my gut and say that overall, it is a great game. It has a lot of potential, but as it stands, I'm going to go ahead and give Street Fighter V a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely not a horrible score. Could have been a lot better, of course. So much potential to be better on release day. But I'm going to give it a 7.5. And the reason why is, again, it's a new game. It's going to attract tons of new gamers and new fighting gamers to the community, and it's going to do a lot of big things. In fact, I just heard today that it broke the record for most entries for a fighting game at EVO, or at least the fastest amount of entries in a certain amount of time. So that's good news. It's definitely going to help the community grow. It's definitely bringing a lot of attraction and attention to the game. You have people like Lupe Fiasco playing against Daigo. when I play online on PC, and I play people that appears to be from all over the world. I play Canadians. I played a guy from Japan. I mean, I don't know if they're just picking that flag or if they really are from there, but the connection seems flawless. And again, I'm playing on PC, and I fought a lot of PS4 players, and I had no issues. I mean, you get your occasional lag, but you know, sometimes that happens more so when I'm playing against PC guys, because you know, the PC, you can do a lot more than just play games, and we tend to multitask on the PC, whereas PS4, you're focusing on that one thing that you're doing and using the system's resource for. But anyways, guys, that's all I have to say for now, man. I just wanted to give my opinion on the game and kind of shed light as to why I said what I said. Let's see if I can have somewhat of a match. Let's turn this guy up. Let's make him an 8. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah. Ah, missed. Nice. Got him. All right, well, that's all, man. I'm going to sign out now. And then you guys stay tuned. Maybe, hopefully later today. If not, definitely tomorrow. I'll have some replay videos up showing you some of the stuff I've been doing. And thank you for watching as usual. It's your boy David Gamma. Oh, he gonna catch that critical art. Boom. Signing. Oh, he blocked it. He blocked it. Nah. I can't let you guys go without that. I can't do it, man. Nice. 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 There we go. DG reppin' SG. Peace and love. I'm out.